Hey YouTube, this is Miss Keys. I'm here because I want to talk about some things here actually. Um First of all, this is definitely for the ladies. This is something that hopefully a lot of women are especially single mothers, are hip to, are definitely knowing what's going on with their child support issues. It has something to do with that, of course. So I'm going to start by saying this. I have a daughter who's 7 years old, and very pretty, very smart, highly intelligent child. And her dad is also highly intelligent. He's in law school, very mature, and we were actually dating. So we dated for quite a while or whatever, had a child. All of a sudden some issues came up. So aside from that, so he's supposed to be paying child support. Initially I had him on child support, and when I had him on there, everything was all good. Everything's been paid on time. Everything was cool. And then for some reason, just being naive, we decided to go ahead and suspend the case. Well, that's been about 3 years ago. Okay, true enough, he's been paying on somewhat on time, not always on time. He's been, there's been some issues, but I mean, for the most part, he has been paying. I've complained about how much he actually, trying to figure out how much he makes. There's always an issue with that. He doesn't want to disclose that information, So I'm like, okay, over the, couple of years things have been going on. So I'm like, I'm over this. I'm ready to put him back onto child support. My dad, the case was only suspended. It wasn't closed. So anyway, I called child support, submitted my paperwork again or whatever. And I called them because I wanted to find out what the status was because I did this quite a while ago. And so she was like, oh, just to let you know that, the case has just been closed a few days ago. So I'm like, excuse me? What do you mean? I just resubmitted the paperwork so it can, be open again. It wasn't completely closed. I just wanted to be open so I can go ahead and put child support back onto this guy and make sure I get more money from him. Because this is hard times for struggling, and he's just not coming through anymore as he used to be or supposed to, what have you. So anywho, I called child support and said, yeah, he just got a refund back from child support enforcement for arrears. So I'm shocked. So I'm like, oh yeah, he's gotten X amount of money. So I'm like, okay, how come I wasn't informed on this or whatever? Why didn't you guys tell me anything about what was going on? So, anywho, so she's like, look, the case is closed. They just closed it on Friday. You could probably go back up there to the office itself and have them open it. So I immediately took off of work because this is important. I immediately took off of work, and when I took off of work, I got up there and I was talking to a representative, and she began to tell me everything else about what's been going on over the past few years since we kind of suspended the case. Crazy enough, very smart man, might I say again. When we went to court, suspended the case temporarily because we came up with an agreement that he's supposed to pay me on time. All these issues. Okay, yes, it was a little stupid and naive, whatever. This guy, 2 weeks later, wrote a letter to the state attorney, wrote a letter to child support enforcement, wrote a letter to the state legislator, all these high-powered congressmen and all this kind of stuff, stating how he felt about child support. He's been in law school, might I add, so he knows a lot about the law. And so he demanded, when the case was closed, that he receive all of his money. I knew nothing of this until today. So the lady just started pouring out all the information that she had in the record. So I'm just going to quickly go over. I got my little notes here. I have them on my business card. So the notes that I have is he requested to have, back in 2006, we closed the case in 2006, I believe, 3 years ago. And, of course, at that time, that's when, that's actually right after we closed it. He sent a letter to, as the people I stated before, requesting his money. This guy got back $5,375. I want you guys to ponder that. Just by writing a letter, demanded his money back. He's paid child support, he pays or whatever. but $5,375 he got back in 2006. Wow, that says a lot, and that's funny to me, you know. And that wasn't the end. So let me go back through the list. He also in 2007 received $3,827. Demand, once again, this is a demandment through letter through the child support office. Demanded his money back. I mean, there's more issues to that, but he demanded his money back, and guess what? He got back every dime. He got $162.92, and also he received $2,633, and he also received $162.92, and just received June 4th, $900 damn. I'm pissed because for the past few months, actually since Christmas, okay, I'm gonna buy my baby some Christmas clothes. Christmas is gone for 6 months now. It's June. I'm gonna do these things. I'm gonna do that thing or whatever. I'm gonna pay you your money because every year he pays me when he gets his supposed income tax or whatever. He's supposed to pay me a certain amount of money. Haven't received it. Oh, I've been broke. I've been having these issues or whatever. I'm having problems or you know, whatever. So I can't pay or whatever. But each year for the past couple of years that we've been going through this whole issue, he's been getting money back from the IRS, from the Child Support Enforcement. So I'm like, lady, how could you guys allow this to happen? I never got any notice that the case is closed, and no one told me anything. How could you guys allow this to happen? Excuse me. She had the nerve to tell me, ma'am, I am so sorry. I don't know how he managed to get all this money back. That money that he received should have been in your pocket. This is so funny. I mean, it's not funny, but it's sarcastically funny. All the money that he received was supposed to have been in my pocket. All these years, I mean, I have a real good job. I'm not going to lie about that. I work for a prominent company, travel company. And I'm just still in shock. All these years, you know, he's been claiming he doesn't have any money, but IRS is paying his ass back because of letters he's been demanding. You know, this is crazy. And so the money that he pays me is only $5 more than what he was paying me about 5 years ago. Only $5 more. This is a private agreement that we have. He pays me, you know, twice a month actually, a certain amount of money. He's only paid me $5 more. I asked him, okay, can you help me out with summer camp for our daughter? I don't have the money. I just moved. I can't even afford this right now. There's some things that had happened, car broken into, a lot of other issues that happened just a couple of weeks ago, and it's kind of put me into a little bind. All I've been asking for is, look, can you just go ahead and help me pay the camp for my daughter so she can have somewhere to go for the summer and I can go work, and I can work. He couldn't do it. He just got $900 recently. $900. But you can do it. You just bought your fiance about a $3,000-something engagement ring. I don't have nothing against her, but you need to realize that your child goes first. So I'm done with this story. I just wanted to let you ladies know that always be on top of your game. Always know what's going on the other side. Don't let him tell you anything, because whatever he says, of course, when it has to do with his money, he's not going to let it go. He's going to sit there and lie. He's going to do whatever he can to not pay you. Now, I'm not discrediting the good fathers who are out there who do take care of their children, who do everything they're supposed to do. When the woman needs something for the child, he's right there to help her. Now, I'm not discrediting him because he does spend time with his child, although he should be spending more time with her. But, ladies, just take a lesson. When your mom tell you about, you know, men are this way and be careful in what you do, please do. Don't open your legs for anybody. Don't sit here. If you have one child, you know, one time is enough. Don't sit here and have more kids knowing that the father may be the same, the next father going to be the same way, or the same father, whatever. So you guys just definitely look out for yourselves and, you know, do whatever you can to take care of you and your child. So I just want to pose a question out there to the ladies, and also to the men, to see what's your take on this whole issue. And if you need more information, let me know. How do you guys feel about that? Have anybody out there ever been through this type of situation before, and what did you do to overcome this whole thing? So, ladies and guys, and also for the men, you know, if you have been through this and you kind of, I don't know what the word to use, you know, kind of gotten over, I don't want to use that word, it's a horrible word to use, but if you kind of won your case on whatever situation, just tell me. If you have deadbeat mothers out there, just let me know, you know, because this is something that definitely should be talked about. It's a dialogue that is a huge issue in our community, especially the black community, you know. There's a lot of men who are not standing up for their children, who's not doing what they're supposed to do, who's not encouraging their kids, and who's not being there for them and having them step up and stepping up to the plate. So please get back with me, let me know what you feel, and I'll holler later. Thank you.